The spaceman was in a song-singing frenzy as he careened around curves on the stolen bike. "Oh yeah, I do what I like, riding on my motorcycle." It was horrendous. Michaela was not around to laugh at how horrendous it was. In fact, if Michaela was around, she would be finding a way to safely kill the motor, get them out of traffic, and end their friendship then and there. She would leave him on the side of the road. See how he likes it. She usually wasn't this resentful, but he had crossed the line, and she suspected he stole a can of Cinna. Dump Spaceman. The spaceman's revelry increased and his vision began to blur. The light of the sun speckled into his helmet, as if every photon was itself an entire galaxy. He reduced his speed slightly to navigate couple 18-wheelers going too slow in both lanes, like massive whales breaching on their own time. Stuck behind these slow-moving giants, the spaceman glanced at a billboard in the distance, growing larger. It seemed to pop out at him, like it was something of vital importance in a 64-bit video game, some tool or door that the designers couldn't quite blend into the scenery. His mind buzzed suddenly, like an electric shock burst through his body. What was this sensation? Significance. Something important was coming to him. But what? The billboard grew until he laid eyes on the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. A picture of poise, dignity, fierce femininity, triumph, and intelligence. A smart-looking logo and a slogan stating Telomere Technologies, preparing the future. The trucks had sidled into the right lane of the highway, and he had a clear path to continue his crazy joyride. But the spaceman slowed down. His head was pounding. Another jolt of lightning inside his body made him black out momentarily. He came to just in time to brake, his head coming just inches from smacking into the back of the rear semi. "Oh boy, I don't feel well," the spaceman said to no one at all. "I'd better pull over." He pulled the Goldwing off to the side of the road, under the shade of another giant billboard. Another lightning shock through his body made him lose his vision once again. This time, the bike dropped like a large friend fainting. Spaceman himself felt very wobbly and lost control of his body, collapsing it downward in a spiral till he was crisscross applesauce, arm akimbo, the Cinna that he stole doing a number on his cerebrum. His eyes began seeing something else. Visions of lemon ships, shooting out of a distant atmosphere, making their way in a distinct formation. His grapefruit ship and one other, encouraged by these tiny lemon ships, propelled at astonishing speed, incomprehensible speed through eons of space. And that face, that poised dignity, fierce femininity, triumph, and intelligence, mocking him somehow. That face, supine, his eyes saw in front of him, that face staring back at him. Another billboard, Telomere Technologies, those eyes, mocking him. The memory was gone, a brief radio silence. He examined the face. It was stunningly beautiful to him. He wanted to go to her, embrace her, yet there was a nagging feeling that he shouldn't. He was left with a mess of both attraction and revulsion, and those emotions wrestled inside of him as he struggled to regain control. The Cinna had not finished with him yet, and with another startling shock, the poised, dignified, fiercely feminine, triumphant, intelligent face seemed to leap off the billboard and pirouette towards him with the speed of a falling feather. The attraction in him was building. A desire to be by her side grew in him like a powerful magnet. The ghostly figure walked toward him, long eyelashes framing two wells of unknowable depth, until they both stood face to face. He wondered if they were to kiss, but something was wrong. Her eyes were black. Suddenly, and with great force, she grabbed his neck and choked him, screaming an incredibly high pitch into his face. He woke with a start, covered in dust, the Telomere Technologies princess back on her billboard.